Hey, what's up? It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. This is Random Thursday. So on Thursdays, I will have random video response videos or video reaction videos. So today, for the first week in January, it will be a Kevin Samuels response in accordance to me saying I will provide one. The video I chose was the one that was told to have put him on the map, which is the Your Average at Best video, the full interview. The video has a runtime of 22 minutes 53 seconds. So the first video starts with the barking dogs in the background. And so the video starts with barking dogs in the background of the lady caller calling in. Actually, at first, it threw me off, as all of the loud noises and such. I had never heard that type of noise on air before, and Mr. Samuels' platform, like all of that barking, outside of him using the barking dog simulator when he tells women they're just get a dog and die alone. But this lady actually had like barking dogs. Bark, bark, bark. And I noticed that she's not a PhD. She's not a PhD. She's not a PhD. She has one dog, but for whatever reason, it sounded like she had multiple dogs. More like a multitude of dogs. Perhaps it was, what is that movie? All Dogs Go to Heaven. Maybe it was it sounded like it was the porch of the doggy heaven. Right before you get in, that's how many dogs it sounded. Perhaps the dogs were echoing, but she said she only had one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, long sigh and moving on. Can somebody please tell me what a King Corso dog is? Is it Cane Corso or King Corso? And how is it spelled? King-Korso? Did she even say it right? Kevin had to ask her, what kind of dog is that? She basically said, it's a dog that, protects. It's a dog that, protects families. It's a guard dog. I'm like, aren't all dogs classified as protecting the family? It's a guard dog. Even little chihuahuas, even though they're so tiny, they protect the family, protect. So I'm not sure whomever she got the dog from told her sold her a hill of beans. She just obeyed by calling in on the day that she wasn't supposed to. Actually, it was what Kevin calls his disagreement day. But now I think he calls it like something about smoke. Smoke. He changed the disagreement day into a smoke day or something like that. She didn't have a disagreement, that is, but simply wanted some advice. Rude. Kevin gave her the courtesy to go on forward with the call, however. Man, is it me or is the girl caller, female caller, striking out like already? Wait, okay, let's stop back and count it up. I'm gonna go back to what I've already watched so far, which is about 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, and I've counted up the calls. So far, the lady who called in is up to 3 strikes. Number 1, coming in with a lot of dogs barking. That should have been set up already. Number 2, what the heck is a King Corso kind of dog? Number 3, calling in on the wrong day. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be uno, dos, tres strikes. So shouldn't she be out right now? Frown face, skeptical face, bump, bump, bump. Let's get further into the semantics of this woman. Drum roll and Bob Barker's ghost, I should say. Ahem. Come on down. The semantics of this woman. Number 1, she's 35 years old. She's past the ages old. Number 2, she owns a doggy daycare center and more kind of a business. Oh, a pet grooming business. Number 3, she lives in North Carolina. Number 4, she's chosen to date down, meaning dating someone according to her that is not on her level. I left a space for 5, but it was too hard to squeeze all of those notes into line 5. Line 5 is basically, unfortunately, her appearing to not get the fact that Mr. Kevin Samuels is graciously and generously and kindly trying to tell her that you're just average at best, or like that guy's book, dude, she's just not into you. Kevin Samuels broke the news to her by saying the men you want are not asking you out. Kevin further goes on, openly asks her, why can't you get a guy on your level? As he spins in his chair. Kevin points out to her that she called in on the wrong day about the wrong topic, thusly reflected to him that she is selfish for even persisting to pursue and continue to get her way and to have the conversation. Rude. Despite of Mr. Samuels kindly informing her of her mishap, the caller insists on continuing the call. So that's my number 5. It's so much. He's basically telling her, let me count the ways you call in on the day that you're not supposed to call in. Well, you can call in, but you're calling in on the wrong topic. I tried to tell you in the beginning that, hey, thanks for calling in. Thanks for waiting. Sorry you had to wait. But if you're not calling on disagreement day with disagreement, can you please let someone else in for the slot? Since she continued to pursue, based on what I saw, being that she was a business owner and, single, it seems as though she thought those things would allow her credibility to just continue to bogart her way on the platform, because she emphasized these things numerous times from what I'm gathering. I'm a business owner. I make 6 figures. I'm single. So assuming that she assumed that qualified her to just be rude and brainwash her way on someone else's platform. He tried to tell her that he runs a business and his business is social media, and the job that she's interrupting at this time, because Kevin wears many hats in the social media realm, but she's being rude on this particular business platform of YouTube. It don't seem like she still was getting it, because it seemed as though she was blinded by the fact that, hey, I don't have a PhD. I'm 35 years old. I'm doing my own thing. I'm making all this money. Let me in. That should be clout enough. As if, unfortunately, she was trying to measure up to a man. That's how I saw it. She was just being rude. So I think Kevin was picking up what she was throwing down and decided to, hey, if she wants to be up here and make a blankety blank fool of herself, I'm gonna make a lesson out of this. And he did. So thankfully to her rude assertiveness, hey, she helped put Kevin on. Maybe he cut her a check behind the scenes, gave her a little money for couple thousand or 100,000, couple thousand or 100,000 for her dog grooming business, since she, according to what she's saying, has a legitimate dog grooming business. Maybe he donated to the cause and gonna write it off on the back end, tax write-off. Nothing wrong with that. So let me see here. I drew a long line here in my notes and couldn't write anymore. Kevin keeps counting up and adding up the cost, and she keeps pushing the issue as to why she keep having troubles finding a man making 6 figures in her income. Mid-30-year-old baby mamas is not what the majority of 6-figure men are looking for, Mr. Samuels says, pressing as he goes on. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. He said, mid-30-year-old baby mamas is not what the majority of 6-figure men are looking for. Mr. Samuels pushes the gas on her, leading to say to her the inevitable. Dang. He also emphasizes that typically on a full scale, high degree, that many 6-figure men don't go around walking around with an average looking woman on their arm. Mama, why? I'm sorry. she kind of asking for it. She did say on a scale of 1 to 10 being the highest and on the lowest per beauty, she did honestly say when she woke up in the morning without her lashes and makeup without her lashes and makeup, she's just a 5. So she's honest. So it's like she knows the answer already. She honestly knows her place in life. Unfortunately, she knows she's a 5. That's average. So why is she calling in and persisting? Is why she's getting this verbal abusive lashing? Do she think that getting this abusive lashing and public humiliation will allow her to see the type of men she's looking for in her price bracket of 6 figures, whatever the age that is? Because whatever the age that is, but if that do work, unfortunately, the only type of 6-figure men who's going to draw her attention are men who see her as weak and are probably more than likely going to want to manipulate her. So she put herself out there in the wrong light. So good luck with that, lady. So she honestly knew she was a 5, and then he cut it. Ma'am, you're average looking at best. For some reason, it seems like she is not, unfortunately, getting it. He brought out a conclusive scenario that if the female caller who called in with all the dogs did not make 6 figures, owned her own business, and worked someplace such as the post office, will her attitude for searching for a man change? Will she find someone on her level as far as looks? Kevin painstakingly, more like it. Kevin painstakingly carried on with the conversation after telling the woman she needed therapy. Somebody, I need a doctor. She needed therapy, as like Vicky from iRobot said several times before crashing, my logic is undeniable. So the lady who called in apparently believes her logic is undeniable, but she's gonna crash like Vicky. Sorry, girl. Kevin had asked her what value can she bring to a man. Her reply, I can help him with his businesses. I plant. Ramble, plants and garden. She plants. She knows how to plant a garden. I can plant, she quotes, thusly implying that she can perhaps help her man plant vegetables in the garden. And number 3, self-improvement. I work on myself. Self-improvement. Oh boy. What's self-improvement got to do with it? What's self-improvement got to do with getting your man? She made Kevin mad because for some reason she still just couldn't get it. Kevin ended the show by throwing a small red telephone aside her head. Okay, no, I'm just playing. And that's what actually made him go viral. Throwing a telephone upside her head. Oops, upside your head. Telephone upside your, yeah, buddy. No, I'm just scratch that last part. I just had to add that in for kicks and giggles. Well, I'm quite sure he wanted to punch her through the phone. Punch her through the phone. Zoop, 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 punch her through the phone. Girl, leave me on. Well, girl, just don't get gone. Yeah, punch her through the phone. Punch her through the phone. Girl, just get gone. Alright, y'all. This is me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. I did a fun narration to this as I took notes about this. Your average at best video. It's sad. It's so sad. The life I lived is sad. Like the guy from that show. Alright now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I found out what that dog is, and it actually is a type of dog. I spelled it wrong in the Google search, as you can see. I typed in King Corso, like King, Burger King, Corso, like a croissant, corset, Michelle Corset, cassette. It's called King Corso. It's a dog breed, and apparently apparently she should know, because after all, according to my notes and what she said, she has a doggy daycare business and a pet grooming business and something else wrapped into a pet business. Here it is right here. That's how it looks. She didn't say what color he was, but for the life of me, it sounded like she had more than 3 of them. But she just said 1 online. But here it is. The Cane Corso was an Italian breed of Mastiff, so I believe that's the Scooby-Doo dog. It is usually kept as a companion dog or guard dog. It may also be used to protect livestock. In the past, it was used for hunting large game and also to herd cattle. Meet a life-size Cane Corso up close. No thank you, boo-boo.